everyone. So I want to make sure that I do my introduction first before we get started. My name is Victoria Violet. I am from Gypsy Roots Tarot. This is my channel. Thank you so much for being here. As I stated in the other readings, which will be loading shortly, energy is a little volatile, so I'm cleansing before we even start the reading. When I do, I'll forewarn you. Thank you so much for stopping by, my Libra family, my soul tribe. Thank you for, forming a part of this Libra collective here. I am so grateful that you are here with me. For those that are cross watchers, I don't mind you're here at all. My philosophy is, if you're here to learn and hopefully change the dynamics of the relationship you have with our dear Libras. And sorry, picking up my shorts. Picking up my shorts. Black. Something's always on my shirt. Yeah, this is the end of the day for me. It is 9:33 at night. I work about 9 hours to 12 hours sometimes during the day, delivering different things, and then I do my readings. So please excuse me, because I do have allergies and I get excessively itchy everywhere. My nose, my face, my arms, my legs. And also, please don't forget that I love the fact that you share my videos. I am so grateful for that. If you could take a step extra, because I've had 68,000 as of last week, and then this week another 34,000 views. I'm so grateful to you. You have no earthly idea. I've already surpassed the 500 mark for viewing hours, so I'm on my way to the, my next big moment will be the 1,000 mark. My ultimate goal for right now is to hit the 4,000 mark of view hours. So please do allow your video to play. If you do what I do, it's almost as if it's not a chore at all, because all you have to do is put it on and do your thing, and then just listen as you go. Okay, you don't necessarily have to look at the cards, because I'm always calling them out anyway. But I do thank you so much for getting me that much closer. Cannot believe that my baby channel has 800, well, it last had 860 videos that I have produced in 6 weeks time or so. 6 to 7 weeks time. Not bad for a rookie, huh? So thank you so much. Super appreciate you. Hopefully you like the channel, and if you do, please again consider subscribing. Okay, on with the show. So major deck we're going to be using is the Light Seers deck. Okay, that's the first major deck we will be using. I did have to get another cartomancy deck, so I did get up out of my chair, even though I disclosed in the last video that I was sitting down. I wasn't getting up even to turn on the AC. The AC is on. Luckily, I took my medicine so I can fall asleep at night. OMG, I'm not kidding you. This is the deck, the cartomancy deck that I used in my last video. You see what that is? Now you see why I freaked out. I haven't even started and it's getting real. So anyway, I got this different deck because I'd already used that one. And I don't like to use the same one over and over, because they do have energy and they carry energy. And when I pick up the energies that are coming through in the story, in the storyline, in the reading itself, the energies of the people that are involved, they get stuck in there until I cleanse them. So that's why I gathered another deck. But holy crap, holy, look, it's the same darn card. So I will shuffle in front of you so you can see. Okay. Woo. Oh, also I will be using this deck as well. Okay, it's called the Soul's Journey lesson cards, and this is by James Van Prague. I believe he's passed away, and that was one of the reasons I wanted this deck. And I got this deck about the year 2020. I think I got this deck in 2020. Again, disclosure, a lot of my stuff is in boxes still, but this was one of the decks that I pulled out of one of the boxes about a few days ago, and so I'm happy because we'll be using this deck as well from James Progg. Disclosure, James Progg was a psychic medium like I am, so that's why I wanted his deck so badly. So I'm very happy to have his deck and be using it tonight, and we will pull it out as we need it. So again, every single reading pretty much, my crazy hair, because I never seem to have a time in the day to just do, you know, like I told you guys, put on something different and fix my hair. So please excuse me. Hopefully the reading is why you're here and not my hair. We have had many and beautiful readings, if I must say. Spirit outdoes themselves every single time. It just seems like it can't get any more wild, crazy, or beautifully spot on. But I wanted to take a break because the last reading I did still was on love. I want to look into Libra Collective, and I apologize, keep messing with my hair. Let me move the fan a little bit. The fan blows my hair around. You can't see it, but it's getting into my face. Because I want to take a look to see if we can find anything out in reference to finances. I'm going to put this here because I don't want it to fly away. I don't want my little placed mat to fly away. I love these colors, and I thought the green that I have on the table is just too like blasé, so I wanted it to give some color, and that's why it's here. All right, let's go. Whew. Before I start the shuffling, as I mentioned and forgot my place, I am going to do the singing bowl. Singing bowl is louder than the other singing bowl, which is the tiny one that I used the last time. Okay, and because of that, I'm asking that if you're very sensitive like I am to hearing sounds that are high-pitched, etc., hurt me. It feels like a chalkboard to me. So if you're that way, please at this time remove your headsets of any kind, earbuds. Please, you know, do not have the phone next to your head because you're probably going to hate me, so don't curse me. I did forewarn you. I will ask you to breathe in and breathe out. And the reason is because we're releasing all the toxic energy that we pick up from the day. Okay? All right, guys. Whew, and let us begin. Feel it in the crown of your your crown chakra. Feel it releasing up there as well. Beautiful. Felt that one in my solar plexus. Okay, now we can begin. Okay, Spirit, we are all ears. We want to know, we want to know. We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. What are our finances going to be like for the rest of this week? The rest of this week, we want to know, what are our finances going to be like for Libra as a collective, please? And thank you. And Spirit, please, please, I love you. Don't make it a love reading. Please, I beg of you. Show us what our finances are going to be like, please. Ooh, I don't know what that was because I didn't get to see it. I don't know if you did. But that one wanted to flip all the way over. Okay, babies. Okay, babies. Okay, babies. Let's talk. Ooh, geez, that's too many. I don't want to take clusters, Spirit. I don't know what that is. Oh, please and thank you. No cluster, Spirit. Ooh, I haven't even done anything. Okay, Spirit, we want to know about our finances. I know you want to talk about the naughty king and naughty queen. Look at that. I can't. Spirit, what are you doing to me, Spirit? You do know that I have to go to work tomorrow, right? Need some sleep. I only have 3 hours. Whew. Okay. Again, Spirit, please and thank you. We need to know about our finances. Okay? We want to know about our finances because that way we know how to plan the rest of our week. By the way, Libra as a collective, September babies, have had it going on financially. Meaning, even if you've had it hard for almost 2 months, you've had it the easiest. So don't complain. I love you. But do not complain because you've had it the easiest out of all of the Libras, mid-October or late. Probably because you're closer to Virgo, and Virgo is probably not as overshadowed right now as the Libras in general. Come on, babies. We want to know about money. And I don't know necessarily if those cards that you already threw out onto the table are in reference to money. And let me tell you something else, guys. I'm having 2 decks in my hands. My hands are really small. So I'm very amazed that I'm able to do this right now. Please and thank you. Money, money, money. We want to know about our money. If you don't want to see me shuffle, OMG, that was a lot that fell. If you don't want to see me shuffle, please fast forward, guys. Please, it's okay with me. I don't mind. And I'm not gonna have my feelings hurt if you decide to fast forward as I shuffle, okay? Because I'm not done. I know, I can feel it. They're not done talking, so it's gonna be a long one, guys. You might as well go get some popcorn, something to drink. Okay, Libra, that's enough. That's enough. I feel like we need the top 2 because, is it the top 2? Yeah, we need the top 2 because that's what they're telling me. The money comes out of the bottom. Really, Spirit? Really? For reals? Oh, fine. Put that there. OMG. Oh, Lord. I gotta go back to the gym. Oh, my God. It's because I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. Only had 3 hours of sleep. Disclosure. I've been an insomniac for 30 years, at least. And I am always being talked to. So when you're always being talked to, they don't give you much time to sleep. And lately, it's been a bunch of bullshit. And I told them. And yeah, I'm talking to you. Because the one that they assigned to me right now, God, do you know what a chatty Cathy is? Have you ever talked to a chatty Cathy? That's all they do. All the pinche live long night. Yeah, I did use Tex-Mex there. All the pinche live long night. That's all they freaking do is chat with me. Now, as I told Spirit, I told you guys I fight with him. I love him. He's my creator. He's my God. He's my father. But I freaking fight with him because the ones he has assigned to me right now during my ascension, God, they want to, it's like, you know what it reminds me of? When I went into basic training, and I know, I always tell stories because it's relevant. Bear with me. When I was in the military during basic training, I had to go to sleep at 12 a.m. And anybody in the military can tell you, I'm not lying, and get up at 4 a.m. to do PT. But before PT, I had to stand in line like a good little soldier that I was. And I had to learn. We learned to sleep while we were standing up. Yeah. So, literally, when these little chatty Cathys are talking to me, they're just talking, just to talk. And it's a bunch of just chit-chatting, like girlfriend type of, you know, hey girl, what's going on? And did you know that Keisha down the block is doing XYZ and yeah, blah blah blah. That's all I hear all freaking night, all freaking night. It's like, gosh darn son of a buck. Can you let me sleep? I don't mind that, you know, they keep me up normally, because they always have. But they tell me something of importance that I really need to know. Right now, the assignment is not working out. Please take the chatty Cathy away, because they're just like, you know, comadrando. They're just chit-chatting to shoot the breeze. I don't want all that shit. I don't need it. Take them away. Take them away. All right, let's go. Whew, I already know this is already going to be a mixture of freaking love and money. I don't want it, but I'm going to do it. Because you know what? At the end of the day, they're in charge. The Queen of Cups came out. Queen of Cups. So yeah, I can go into that. It's a Scorpio. It's blah, 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 Cancer, blah, 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 other Pisces. No, no, and no. This is a representation of Libra. And it's just a softer aspect of Libra for today. So this theme card is just representing Libra going into themselves in this particular instance and in deep thought and contemplation. As I keep telling you guys, don't get caught up on that it's a female on the card. Get caught up on the energies. Follow along the storyline so you can comprehend. The energy is softer in this Libra, whether male or female. Okay, that's what's being called for. Is the Queen of Cups type of energies, where the love and emotion flow free and they're not so frigid. Okay, remember in Practical Magic, and you grow old and alone like your frigid ants. Yeah, like I said, I talk movie talk. But this part of Libra, when they do tap into their Queen or King of Cups type of energy, is, although more loving, contemplative, and emotionally intelligent, they're also thinking. They're thinking and thinking. Wonder why they're lost in thought. What are they thinking about? Since we're talking about love, oy vey. Oh my ever-loving macaroni and cheese. Sorry. You guys make me lose my mind up in here, See this? I have it in my hand. I don't have any sleeves. I just put her down. Or did I? I just put her down. Or did I? My Libra kings and queens, my Libra kings and queens. You are getting from the universe a double dose, a double Dutch dose of, you need to be softer. You need to go into your more soft energy, sweet, simple, playful, flirtatious. That's what they want of you. That's why it's coming out double, because it's talking to both the men, the masculine, the man. It's talking to the man. It's talking to the masculine and the feminine, and it's asking for a more softer approach to life, a more softer approach towards relationships, a more softer approach to self. Meaning, you know, this is the mantra. Because I was watching mudras, because as y'all know, I drive a hell of a lot. So I was watching videos on mudras because, as I disclosed, I worked with a guru from India for 4 years, and I have not done my meditative practices like I used to. So that's because I'm always on the go, and I know that's not an excuse. I need to learn to practice what I preach, and I need to get up, you know, the 20 minutes earlier if I have to. to put the coffee on, but also to sit down and do my meditative practices, because I promise you, once you start and then you stop, you're never the same again, because it feels so good. It's like the runner's high. It feels so good. So those that used to run and don't run anymore, they can tell you it's not the same. The same thing goes with any kind of meditative practice, or even if you call it the prayer hour, or the 15-20 minutes of prayer. For my prayer warriors that are out there, I used to be a prayer warrior, and trust me, I was into my Psalms the whole time, and then I'd start my day. So in order for you to have a softer approach to life, as I'm always saying, and this last reading, although it was really kind of like mocked up by the Queen of Wands. Oh, I can't stand her. If I ever met her, I think I'd probably choke her little engine spiritually, because I don't like people that are mean. I don't like people that are spiteful. Just, it reminds me of the movie Mean Girls. But anyway, I'm not going to give her any time here. The whole premise here is if you're in a hurry all the time, how can you be soft? How? There's no time to be soft, because even if you don't realize it, you might be snappy, you might be irritable a lot, you might be moody, or you might be flippant, but you may not even mean to be flippant, but you don't have any time to sit there and have a good conversation with anyone, because you're always running. It's like, that kind of conversation is really not a conversation. That's more one-sided, and you may or may not have gotten all the information the other person was trying to convey that was of some kind of importance to them or for you, because you're in a hurry. You're constantly running. And so that's not good. So Spirit would ask you to please, masculine or feminine, and you can look at this as meditation as well. When you're thinking about priorities, when you're thinking about daily practices, your agenda, right? Your agenda book, and what you want to accomplish in the day or week or even month. You can take that out, put it to the side, but first and foremost, touch bases with your Creator, because the Holy Spirit, if you take this out long enough to just be quiet, even if you don't know how to meditate, just quiet the mind by sitting still. If you have ADHD, it might be a little bit difficult. That's why I give you my 3-minute meditation, and I will put a video on tomorrow for you, okay? And you can keep it. Believe it or not, all you have to do is press your like button, press your save, and even at times, if you want to go that step further, you can download it, okay, and make a playlist. That's on you, but I will make it for you, for those that are super hyper, okay? But if you can really just take the time and sit down, just sit down without a laptop, without your phone. Mel Gibson, and I love her because she's as real as she can be with someone who has her status in life. I've been very naked with you lately, and I've been more naked with you on YouTube than I am in my personal life with people, because as I disclosed in another video, I'm a very private person on the norm, and the least you know about me is better for me, because I don't like my beeswax out there, my dirty laundry, as they say. But I'm telling you, it's like you gotta just sit there sometimes sit there sometimes and don't use your electronics until you talk and connect. And by talking, I don't mean out loud. If that's your thing, by all means, talk out loud then. But if you're not into, hey, Dad, God, Creator, Universe, Spirit, whatever you want to call him, then just sitting there quietly is good enough. It's good for you, and it's good for the connection. So a softer approach, because if you don't find a way to sit yourself down, I don't want to call it a timeout, but it's a carved time for you. I don't care if you do it on the toilet. Mel Gibson goes a step further and states for people that are like myself, coffee drinkers, she says you should drink some water before you drink your coffee. Something to do with the chemical reaction of the coffee. If you want to do that, that's fine. But for serious folks that want to have and make a change in their life, you have to carve. I don't care if it's the 3 minutes. I don't care if it's the 5 minutes. I don't care if you want to go, and be medium and go 15 to 20, or if you just want to be the extra person to go 30 to an hour or more. That's on you. Most gurus are going to tell you a set amount of time. I'm not sitting here trying to teach you to meditate per se. I'm trying to get you to carve out that special one-on-one time with Creator, because how can you hear his voice? How can you hear the instruction? The day, this is what the day does to you. And life, right? This at work, constantly having to make. How many decisions do you think you have to make on the fly daily at work? Doesn't that look like you? And then at home, you got to do this, you got to do that. My mom used to say, the work is never done at home. At least at work, the majority can say, okay, we're done for the day till tomorrow. No, at home, things break down, things need to get cleaned, things to get washed, things, whatever, projects, right? So the world's always going to have something for you to do and occupy your mind with. So why not gift yourself some carved out time? I'm going to tell you what I would do. If I was so special, which I will one day soon, it would be so wonderful for me. It would be so special if I had a swimming pool. And the reason is because I'm a water baby and I love to meditate in the water. Before I even knew what I was doing or what metaphysics or prayer or anything was, as a child, I'm buoyant. So I would float on my back and people would freak out and point out, why are you doing that? You're taking too much space. Why are you doing that? People are trying to swim around you. But I would just look up into the sky where the sun was. And I know they're always saying, don't look into the sky when the sun is out. It's going to hurt your eyes. Well, I was one of those people that I could see the sun through my eyelids because you can see the red. And I was on my back floating in the middle of the swimming pool. It was a public pool, so obviously there was people trying to swim around me. But as a kid, it didn't dawn on me that I shouldn't be doing that because I didn't even realize I was meditating, guys. That's my whole point I'm trying to make right now. I didn't even realize I was meditating. But I was connecting. So, whatever way you feel, and nowadays they even have float rooms, I believe they're called, float rooms. Now that costs, I'm sure, but my ideal special, or should I say something that would make me feel so special, would be to have a house that had a swimming pool in the back, because that is my meditative natural state, to just be floating on top of the water without a float and have no care in the world and just allow myself to be centered. And that's the other point I'm trying to make. How can you possibly be centered? How? Tell me. Tell me. Your mind is way too active. How can you be centered? Now, you're being pulled in I don't know how many directions. But here, look at her. Look at how balanced the two are. Not one, but two. So her inner and outer self is being balanced. Okay? So I'll get off my soapbox, but for the masculine and the feminine, even if it's at the gym, you know, the repetitiveness of doing the repetitions, okay, that you do for each, you know, section of your body or whatever, whether you're a lifter, power lifter, whether you like to get on the treadmill, and then you allow yourself to just be silent, or, you know, you do leg, you know, exercises with the machines, or like me, I used to be a power walker. I love to power walk. Haven't done it in years. I need to get back into it. You know, whatever it is, riding a bike around your block or at the park, if you live near a park or can easily, you know, take your bike in the mornings and do it, or even in the evenings like I used to, you know, because I lived across the park. Anything, swimming, being out in the woods, you know, even getting on a swing. Yeah, we're adults. Who cares? Who cares if people are going to freak out that we are getting on a swing? Getting on a, you know, a seesaw, you know, whatever. Something that's going to bring you closer to your inner child, closer to God, you know, whatever's going to help you. Let's move on a little bit here. Okay. Doing that because of what I see already that flipped over automatically. Now, we do see finances improving here, and we see that with the Page of Coins. But it just feels like on this card, it's like a balancing act. So let's see why. Let's see if it gives us a little bit more. Did I pick it up this way? I sure did. Let's see if it gives us more understanding. So you have the Page along with the Three of Coins. So I want to say that again, for those who have been a little stagnant in your finances, it's about to change. And it's about to take a really beautiful direction to where maybe this is the promise of what's going to come, and then this is actually coming financially for you. So maybe some of us are getting dividends, like if you have a 401k, or you have some kind of investments, or possibly you get a new job. What else? Oh my gosh. Look, tonight has been, the other video did the same thing. It was, I didn't even need to really clarify right now with the other deck that I have over here, because it's clarifying itself. The Queen of Cups is being clarified by the Queen of Cups without us even trying. So when things like this occur, that's a time for us to take a step back and take deep notice, because that's what you call serendipity. That's what you call a message from God going, knock, knock, human. Can you hear me? So we have the Queen of Cups with the Queen of Cups. Can't make up this shit. We are going to have something that comes in swiftly with the Knight of, what is this? Swords, isn't it? Yeah, it's the Knight of Swords. Sorry, I had my finger. I have my finger on it. This is the Knight of Swords. So something's coming up swiftly concerning finances. Pay attention. You may learn something. Dun, dun, dun. Another Page of Coins. So again, people, can't make this up. Like I keep saying, I don't have no sleeves. I have nothing on my lap. I'm not even reaching into my lap. They want you to pay attention. There's a deep, deep message here that they want you to pay attention to. I'm leaving this card to the end because I don't like it. Okay, now we change it up. Wait a minute. How? All right, guys. So we've got all that figured out now. We've got all that figured out. Right? Too much thinking going on is what I'm saying. Too much thinking going on for the queen and king, right? So, masculine, feminine. We got to slow it down. You know, oh my God, what is that? I don't know why Marvin Gaye is in the back of my mind. Woo, let's get it on. Yeah, let's get it on. Yeah, slow it down. Slow it down, gangster. Slow it down. And then once you calm down and center yourself, for me, your finances are going to flow freely like the river, like a waterfall, like a lake. And they're coming fast. It's coming fast because look at this guy. He's running. He's like, I'm getting on that motorcycle and I'm out of here. Look at the stride. You see the bottom of his tenny? He's on fire. He's fire. Wonderful, 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 wonderful news coming in your direction financially. But here's where it gets a little murky. Murky. Murk alert. Turns to love again. Turns to love again. So something, somehow, I don't know how, I don't even know why yet. Why are your why are your finances intertwined with love? Why are your finances intertwined with love? And one could say, but Victoria, it doesn't necessarily have to be love. It's a cup. Anything can be put into a cup, and that's what I always tell you guys. More to come. It's love. So why are your finances, we may have to clarify if we don't get to the bottom of this. Why are the finances being intertwined with your love? Because the Page of Cups is like, I got this love I'm bringing to you, sugar. Let me give it to you. Who's bringing it? The King of Wands is bringing it. Why is the King of Wands bringing it? Gosh darn, that's a lot of fire, man. But remember what they say too. Out of all the kings, he's the king that we don't trust him all the time because he's a playboy or playgirl. So let's see what they got to bring to the table, because if they don't got the real goods, why do we want them, right? It's a good tomboy or girl. Ugh. But this king, for some reason, he's got the goods financially. So maybe it's a new person you're about to meet. Maybe, I don't know. Might be like they say up north, Virginia, Maryland. Could be. I never understand that. Could be. It could be. But you know what? Some Texans say that too. Could be. I don't know. Whatever. It could possibly be that maybe a new person is coming into your life that represents the King of Wands energy type of individual. Could it be? Could it be a new individual? Could it that has finances, that's secure in his finances or her finances? Let's take a look, see. I don't think so. Yo no creo. The reason I don't is because this King of Wands is experiencing the 10 of Wands. So yes, this King of Wands is saying, this fiery king is saying, I do have all this money. I do. And I don't mind sharing it. But this king, although in love and has this money, may have to either experience walking away with that money towards a new life, a new direction in life, because this is a trip. If nothing else, we can all agree. This is a journey. This is a trip. So they might want to take all their, little golden coins and put it all on top of their little water buffalo and take off. Take off. They're contemplating it. I can tell you that because the Page of Cups is representing the King of Wands. That's not you, my Libra. That's the collective. Let me tell you why I didn't like what was coming. If they're walking away from something towards something else, it's because they've had their heart broken, or they've experienced something negative. They've experienced something painful. That's why they are contemplating walking away with what they have. What they're asking of you, my Libra collective, is, as normal, when do we have a reading that doesn't include either temperance or justice in it, right? Asking us to wait a little longer, to be prudent, or, you know, because the Hermit normally comes out, or for us to be patient with the circumstances or with the unfolding of something, right? So you're being asked that if this King of Wands energy of an individual comes towards you, you're being asked for patience. You're being asked for patience. They may indeed walk away with whatever they have into a new kind of life. We still don't see if we have to clarify that. But I still don't understand, unless they're wanting to combine finances with you. I don't understand how they're intertwined with your finances. Okay? The High Priestess. Okay? The High Priestess. Aww. The High Priestess is coming forth with the star. This is still that person, the King of Wands. The Six of Wands. This person, Libras. Oh my goodness, Libra collective. This person that had their heart broken, that is asking for patience. I don't believe the universe is asking for patience alone. I feel that this individual who is embodied by the King of Wands is also going to be asking for patience. What they're in secret, because this is representative of them, in secret, what they're wanting is they want that new beginning with you. They want the everything with you, because that's what the star is representing, a wish come true. And what they want is, if not a marriage, it sure does look like it, because the Six of Wands, you can't get any better than that. That's the homecoming. So some kind of a formal relationship, some kind of a relationship that is real, tangible. Let's see who is thinking in the Two of Wands. Let's see if we can find out. I think that's our Libra collective. That's feeling like some kind of way, like, whatever. I don't know. I'm bored already. Be aware that you may get sudden communication coming through. You may get sudden communication. Oh my, guys, guys. I got itches, but that's not what I'm saying. The last reading I did, there was a lot of serendipity between the King and the Queen of Swords. They were literally, you gotta watch it. I'm not gonna give it away. You gotta watch it. You got the Queen of Cups twice. You get the Page of Pentacles twice. I'm about to blow your mind again. You get the King of Wands that wakes up the energy with from the Two of Wands to the Page of Wands with the communication towards the Queen of Wands. This king is coming for his queen. I'm going to put my career as a spiritual person, as a spiritual life coach, as a tarot reader, as an empath, as a medium, a clairvoyant on the line. Some Libra collective out there are about to join with their other half, with the person that you've been wanting to be with. It may have taken a long time. Y'all know how I get emotional, so if I start getting all mushy, just forgive me. But there's so much love. And believe it or not, you're very similar in a lot of ways. Except one is, again, one is more emotionally intelligent, meaning they can handle sharp conversations that may not be squishy, whereas the other one cannot. Their little back gets raised up and it's like a little kitty, you know, the way their back is, and right away they want to scratch it. That's the defensive mechanism coming from the masculine. The feminine, it bothers her. My head hurts bad. It bothers her, but she's learned to kind of be somewhat like a duck. You know how they say, be like a duck, let the water just flow off your back. That kind of way. The queen has learned, the feminine has learned to be more that way, and the king, you know, or the masculine, the cross watcher hasn't learned. They're learning. They want to learn. It looks like they're open. Their heart is opening. After heartache, their heart is opening. They want to walk towards something positive, tangible, with the Ace of Coins. The angel of God asking for patience. The king is asking for patience. And in secret, the king wants the star. They want the happy ending. Ooh, Lord. So the message is coming from the king, or masculine energy, towards the Queen of Wands with urgent ideas, urgent thought. What do the urgent thoughts want to bring? What are they bringing? Oh my God, like I said, urgent thoughts and ideas. And I didn't even turn this over yet. That's the Ace of Swords. That's the Ace of Swords. Holy shit. That's a lot of communication coming towards the Queen. Lots. But then, here we go, the gridlock. Because remember, if this is what we have a tendency of doing, and I'm sorry for those that are like, 3D, because I'm wearing glasses too. Remember that, and I'm not telling you to change your mind. Remember, we all have free will. But if we've already dealt with someone, and it's possibly not our first rodeo go around with them, yeah, of course we're going to be in the back of our mind going, wow, this is awesome. Wow, there's a lot of communication, but are they trying to psych me out again? Are they coming in to fuck me up and fuck me over again? Sorry for those watching that don't curse. I do. Do they have a secret agenda? Are they like my arch nemesis and they just exist in my life to fuck me up, leave me all crazy and confused again? Is that what they're coming back? You're going to have all those things in the back of your mind, collective. You're going to be like, why are they coming? Why are they being so nice? Why are they being sounding different? Do they really mean it? What do they want? Do they mean it? How can I trust? And think about it, cross watcher. How can the Libra collective trust you? Because, you know, actions speak louder than words. So if your actions haven't been the best of the best, how do you expect the Libra collective to trust you? Or even better, to give you one more try. One more try to what? To stab them in the back? One more try to leave them broken and confused? One more try to make them feel bad about themselves as you walk away yet again? So I'm talking to the cross watcher right now. If they do give you another chance, use it for the greater good of both parties. Don't just come in to confuse people or you don't have a well thought out plan. You thought it sounded like a good idea until the rubber had to meet the road, and you have to actually own up to responsibilities. Because I hate to say it that way, but in life, if we want people in our life, even if it's a friendship, we are somewhat responsible towards one another in actions. I can't just treat my friends all kinds of crazy, because guess what? They won't be my friends very long, right? I can't go around cursing them out, or, using them and not, taking things from them and not giving in return. It's just not done. Much less in a love relationship. Think about it, cross-watcher. See, what else? Now they're asking for strength. Or maybe they're not asking for strength. Maybe this is you, Libra, that has to have an inner strength. The Empress came out yesterday with the Strength card. Oh my gosh. And this is the one that fell on the floor. This is the one that fell on the floor that y'all had me get it off the floor. It's the Hierophant. It's the Hierophant card. What's coming? I had it already set. With the Ace of Coins, it's tangible. It's something concrete that this king wants to bring towards his queen. And it's being, like double stamped, like, yeah, being reinforced. It's being reinforced by the Hierophant. The Hierophant means marriage. We know that. The Six of Wands is also a marriage card. You want me to blow your mind again? So we already have the Queen twice. The Queen of Cups, like I told y'all. We already had that discussion. We had the Queen twice over to confirm what's needed is change. And the change needs to have a softer approach. Softer approach, people. Softer approach. We already looked at the fact that both times over, the Page of Coins came into the picture. I want to make sure my fingers are out of the way so there's no sleight of hand here. You're seeing what I'm seeing. Then we went a step further and said, not only is the King of Wands here, but now his counterpart, his equal, the Queen of Wands is equally here with him. Okay? And if that's not enough to blow your mind, 1, 2, 3 times over of, as I keep saying, clarification. Page of Swords. I'm going to put this down so y'all can see what I'm doing. Page of Swords. We already have the Page of Swords. We already had the Page of Swords. This reading has clarified itself. It's clarified itself, dudes. Clarified itself. Okay? And y'all watched me. That's why I listen. Listen, Linda. I listen. Meaning, when I look at people doing tarot, I listen. And I hear what they read in their comments. And I'm someone that's also a subscriber. So I also wonder why people don't do the shuffling in front of the camera. They have a beautiful setup, not messy looking like mine. Doesn't look homemade like mine. No, they're perfectionists, and they have to have the most beautiful settings on their tables, and they're never shuffling in front of you. You can hear some of them shuffle in the background, but the majority don't even shuffle. I don't hear not one card being turned over. Now, maybe they're psychic mediums like I am. I don't know. But I like to see what's going on. So again, the King and Queen of Wands, the Page of Coins twice over the Queen of Cups, and twice over the Knight of Swords. If these two, as I'm going to say rough, if these two, as rough as they are in nature, meaning that they can both be a little bit grady against each other, rub each other the wrong way, they may not try to, but for some reason, that's what I'm feeling is happening. But for all that's going on, how the hell is all of this matching like that? Like I said, I don't got no cards. You know, I got shorts on. My shorts don't have pockets. Right? All right, let's see what James Prague has to say. You know what? Before James Prague, I'm going to clarify a little bit. I'm going to ask this. In the past reading, please don't fall. Please do not fall. In the past reading that I just did, as well as this one, Spirit, you have given us beautiful examples of serendipity. I'm so grateful for my Libra collective to be able to witness all of the beauty that you're displaying for them in this particular relationship that people may be running from. Can you tell me why you're clarifying these two readings as such? Why are you giving us such beautiful examples of, look, it's a match. Look, it's a match. Look, it's a match. Look, it's a match. Because that's what I'm hearing. So why is that happening? What do you want the Libra collective to know and to take away tonight from this reading, please? And thank you. On one side or the other, either the Libra masculine or the Libra feminine, either the cross watcher or the Libra, some kind of way here, something has to end in somebody's life. And it's not because you have prayed for it to end. It's not because you do magic for it to end. It's not because you're being spiteful for it to end. These two don't belong together. This is divorce. This is divorce. Again, the Queen of frickin' Wands. You know, I mean, it's like, I keep saying, if I could, you know, spiritually choke the life out of a spirit, you know, and I don't mean to be ugly, but, you know, I get tired of seeing her. She's in here, but she's with her king now. I get tired of seeing her because she's a nasty spirit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, spirit. Yeah. Uh-huh. OMG. You're not even going to guess. You're not even going to guess what spirit just told me. So the past reading, I set the cards aside because I felt like these little bitches, meaning the cards, the energy that the cards were allowing to come through from the Queen of Wands was like, I don't want her. I don't want that energy near, you know, my other cards right now. Can't find it right now. I think it was in the Cartomancy deck. It was in the Cartomancy. I'm not going to pull it out. But she came out. You have to watch the reading. She came out. So she's coming out again. And I'm saying to her because, let me see if I can say this word right because I never say it right. Vehemently coming out and making me angry because it's one of those people that is like a nosy Josie, like, oh my gosh, it's like like the energy of an old girlfriend or past wife that still wants to come to all the family reunions and shit like that. Just gets on my last nerve. But moving forward, it's like, okay, this queen knows it's over between her and I'm going to say a cross watcher. It's over. She knows it's heading towards divorce. She knows that. And I think she's finally accepted that there is going to be a divorce. But now, she doesn't know whether this counterpart is going towards a new love and is going to move themselves. She feels like there may be a move later on down the line that she must make as well. She's not sure. But she knows that for right now, there may be a move that this cross watcher that may be connected, I was going to say connected to one of our Libras, may elect to take a trip or to even permanently move away from this Queen of Wands. And it may be another Libra or an Aquarius or a Gemini. And I keep saying that because those are the ones that are the King of Swords. Those are the only energies that fit to the King of Swords, is Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius individual. But look at this, you know, while she thinks he's going off and he's doing all of this and he's going off to be happy, he might, this masculine energy, he might go off to be happy, you know, away from her. But look, it's a lot of pain. This divorce, because it, okay, guys, I can't call it anything else. All the death cards are here. In cartomancy, these are all death cards to me. Okay? They're endings. They're death cards. So she knows it's done. I put the life in the life-giving cards because regardless, people need to be happy and deserve to be happy. But look, he's not going to be happy right off. She thinks that he's automatically going to be happy right off, and he's in right into the sunset, and he's just so cruel and mean, and he's a bastard, and how dare he. Not necessarily. He's broken too. You know, I often say, and I'm going to put these away because it's like, oh, goodness. Now we know why the patience was asked for, because it may take this king, this masculine, time to heal. Time to heal. He might have good days, he might have bad days. He may not want to take things out on you, but he may take things out on you, Libras, because of what he's experienced. And it's recent or it's about to happen. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what James Prod has to say to close up this energy. Woo, maybe we will get a message from James Prog himself. Wouldn't that be great? Hey, James, are you out there? If you passed on and had a new assignment, or is it possible to get a message from you concerning these cross watchers and these Libras that are experiencing a love of a lifetime by comparison to the murky waters that this king or masculine is about to leave or has already left behind? James, are you with us? Please and thank you. Ooh, okay. O-M-F-N-G. Thank you, James. Didn't I just say that? Y'all gonna make me cry. Oh my God. Y'all gonna make me cry. Spirit, why are you doing this to me? Didn't I just put away those cards? And didn't y'all see me packaging them to where when I shuffle, the cards will be fresh and we won't see all those death and murky, nasty, harsh cards that were surrounding this masculine, this king of swords? And didn't I just say that he wasn't going away happy necessarily immediately, although there are happy times ahead for him and possible trip or move, which will bring happiness, but that he wasn't necessarily going away all happy, go lucky, and joyous? Look at what the message came through as. Y'all see that? It says grief. James is here. Thank you, James. May you rest in peace, because you did your thing here on earth, and we appreciate you. We appreciate you, James, and your work. spirit never lies. The connection that we have with our spirit guides, if you're like me, they are people that have passed on, and sometimes they're allowed to come back as guardian angels. But the majority of who talks to me are the archangels that are of the light, that still work for God and never work for them. And I'm telling you, how connected can one get, that the card of grief comes out to depict how this king, this masculine, will feel when they walk away, or if they've already walked away. So I'm going to put the grief card over there, because, you know, that's damn, that's heavy. That hurts me, and I'm not even going through that. I have a saying, and the saying is, nobody gets married thinking while they're getting married and they're enjoying their beautiful day and looking into each other's eyes and pledging the love to that person. Nobody ever freaking says, I love you so much, I'm going to divorce you tomorrow or in a year. Nobody thinks about a divorce. Everybody that goes into a marriage goes in with a hopeful, beautiful heart, filled with love and filled with hope for the future. And it's unfortunate, and no, I'm not advocating for anybody to get a divorce necessarily, but I am stating that not every person that has a marriage is going to be happy, is going to be long-lasting, or is meant to be. It's just not. It's like saying, okay, I became a parent and automatically I'm a great parent. Let me tell you something. That's not true. You have to have somebody pass down skills to you. Sometimes, yeah, it does come out innately, but it's not always like that, and it's not often like that. Nowadays, they even have, you know, we'll get into that another day. But you understand, not everything works out just because you want it, you know, to work out. And especially if you already see, like I keep mentioning, the vase that literally I owned at one time, fell off of a table because we always had animals, especially cats. And it was a valuable one too, but sorry for another day. You know, when you looked at the vase, even though it looked complete, but when I tried to put water and flowers back in that vase, because my dining table always had fresh flowers, fresh cut flowers that I learned from living in Germany. I got so used to it, then I always had that with the kids. So of course I wanted to keep my vase. It was beautiful. Of course you want to keep your marriage. In the beginning, it was beautiful. All your hopes and dreams were poured into that. So of course, it's going to feel grief. I always tell people, you know, when I divorced the father of my children after 10 years of marriage, and y'all know that I shared things lately, because you need to know she's a real girl. She's experienced things, so she's not just talking out of her ass and having diarrhea flow from her mouth. I had to literally heal myself, because even though I wanted the divorce, because the marriage was so painful and all the things he put me through, and the fact that we were just not compatible. It didn't matter that we were married for 10 years. We were not compatible. I know that he didn't want to be married to me because he cheated on me all the time. And I wasn't, mentality-wise, I wasn't at his level. He was older than I. So we were not compatible in that way. We didn't have likes and dislikes that were naturally occurring either. You get it? So he needed a woman that was more seasoned of the ways of the world. I was a 17-year-old when I married him. He was 23. He'd already lived some. especially being in the military, right? So I say all that to say, just because you have children together, you have a life together, you have a home together, doesn't mean you belong together. And it doesn't mean it's going to bring you great happiness. It means that you were bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and you thought things were going to work out. That doesn't mean it will work out in the end. Let me tell you something else, and I'm going to get off that soapbox. In the late 60s, women who were housewives started divorcing left and right after 30 years, 40 years of marriage because they finally could. After being beaten and everything else they put up with. Okay? Why? Because they knew full well they never belonged in that marriage. They were not part of the marriage. The marriage was a facade, and all it was beatings left and right, and all they got to do was clean the house and have kids. My mother had 9 kids. I only had 3. So sometimes a good thing is a great thing, and sometimes a not so good thing. It's not a reflection of you if you do have to divorce because there's mental, verbal, or emotional abuse on one way or the other. It's not a reflection of you. You did what you could. Okay? Don't let people because I know, just like kids get peer pressured at school as preteens and teens, your family, your friends, their family, their friends, they bully you. They bully you. They peer pressure you into staying regardless of whether you're happy or not, because sense of duty. Yeah, but how do they treat you? Male or female, how do they treat you? How do you feel when they're shitting all over you? When they belittle you? When they patronize you? Especially in front of people. Or if they treat you super well in front of people because they're wearing a mask. But then when you go home, they treat you like the poop that is in the lawn of the next door neighbor that the dog happened to leave there. Yeah. That's what you want to hold on to? No. Let's see, James. I am so grateful. One more, please. One more, and then we're done. This has gone on a long time, guys. Okay, James. Let's see. You want 2. Okay. This is what's needed. Here? No, here. Okay. Oh, wow. For this king, whether he's a cross watcher or not, this is what's needed for himself and for the Libra collective. Peace. 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 Why do you think that they offered up meditating? Carving out time to center. Peace. So they're saying, for this to work, this new relationship, for it to work, there has to be peace and there has to be humor. What does it take? That means little to no arguing, agreeing to disagree, finding out how each other ticks, learning each other, learning about each other. How do they tick? How do they like to be treated? And humor. Laugh, 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 laugh. I cannot tell you how much I laugh by myself when I'm watching videos. I watch crazy cat videos, and it can be so stupid. I know. I'm a cat lady. It can be as stupid as a cat just falling off the table, and it makes me laugh like crazy. It can be as silly as a dog running into the room and pouncing on the bed. I mean, that's how silly I am. I know. I'm silly. I get it. But it sure does make me feel better when I laugh. It makes me feel better when I'm not sitting there mopey, and I'm not sitting there hoping and praying that something in my life changes without making it change myself. Pardon me, my allergies are so bad right now. But I just cannot believe how much definition Spirit gave to these readings. Like, look, there cannot be any misconstruence. You're seeing what you're seeing. You're understanding what you're understanding. You're hearing what you're hearing from my vessel, meaning me. And no, I don't have nothing in my hands except my bracelets. Okay, guys, well, looks like you got something to do here. Somebody may come a knocking, a calling, a texting, an emailing, FaceTiming. And it's up to you whether you're going to receive or you're not going to receive them. But I say receive them in peace. And depending on how you feel, if you want to give them another try, but make it clear that actions speak loud. And that's what you expect, and not just talking the talk. You need them to walk the walk. Okay? Well, I guess this was our good night story because I am tuckered out. I can't even see what time it is. Let me see here. It's 10:47. I haven't eaten dinner. But it was my pleasure to be here with you. And to be your oracle. I'm very grateful for that. Thank you so much for stopping by Gypsy Roots Tarot. This is your home now, and I hope you will decide to stay. And again, if this reading was not for you, leave it where you found it and leave it for someone else. If you find that it's reminiscent of someone else in your life, friend, cousin, whatever, send it on by so that they too can get fed and they too can have answers to maybe something that's plaguing them in their life. Thank you again. And until we meet again, my friends, my family, my soul tribe, cross watchers, love you much. May you be blessed. Go in love and light. Bye-bye.